These new indie game drops for the week of July 28th through August 1st are about to wreck your wallet. Well, okay, it's still gonna be cheaper to buy a bunch of these as opposed to a single AAA game, but you know what I mean. Greetings everyone and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. I'm Old Gamer Joe, back with you for your weekly rundown of hot new indie, AA, and retro releases. This week has some intriguing prospects that you won't want to miss, and hey, if you don't want to miss out on supporting indie visibility, head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames and you'll gain Discord access, early shows, shoutouts at the end of every video we produce, so much more. Or maybe grab a YouTube membership and earn the elusive golden genie lamp of approval next to your name. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Hey, before we hop into all of those amazing indie game releases for the week, we've got one more for you soon, coming to us from this week's indie sponsor. It's Luck and Loot, available on Steam on August 1st. Get ready to roll the dice on this exciting new release coming to us from Smart Creative and Grab the Games. This dice-building roguelike will have you crafting epic dice, gathering up relics, and taking down nasty foes in epic turn-based battles. Explore the game's procedurally generated dungeons, selecting between 3 unique heroes. Your dice can be uniquely customized to create the ultimate build so that you'll be able to survive the game's 5 brutally tough dungeons. With 20 different dice upgrades, random events that can take place, epic bosses to take down, and even difficulty modifiers, Luck and Loot is the perfect roguelike to add to your ever-growing collection. So what are you waiting for? Don't roll snake eyes. Use the link in our description box below and wishlist Luck and Loot today. It's available very soon. Alright, you know what time it is. It's on to the indies. Sleep with one eye open this week, folks. We begin with the first-person horror release, One-Eyed Likho, a terrifying-looking experience that takes place during 19th century Russia. With its simplistic stylings, players will need to solve spooky puzzles in this text-free experience that's more about atmosphere and sound as a story device. Puzzles seem to have a fire theme, but the real threat is a looming one-eyed monster. Okay, that sounded kinda bad. The game will feature violence and jump scares, so maybe not for the kiddies this one, but it looks very creative and it could be yours on the 28th. Next up, get ready to do the dinosaur with the release of Primal Planet on Steam. This solo-developed effort will have you playing as a caveman trying to protect his family and survive in a dangerous prehistoric world. But there's a twist, as the game also has sci-fi elements. That's right, aliens, UFOs, the whole deal. This Metroidvania mixes in survival and crafting, along with a combat system that involves using traps. There's even a 2-player option if a second player would like to jump in. Our full review of the game is already live on the channel, so be sure to check that out to see my final thoughts. Or I guess, hear my final thoughts. Both, if you're watching the video. Whatever. Seek something a bit more surreal? How about NIDANA, a dream-walking simulator that looks to put players in a meditative state? You'll find no text here, no UI, no dialogue at all, but an artistic world is set before your eyes. Find a deeper meaning through abstract art when this fascinating indie drops this week. Hopefully it plays more like a dream than a nightmare. It's coming to us from publisher Playism, so expect the unexpected. Time for your weekly village builder. This is Village Tale coming from Night Owl Games. Build in real time in this fun little indie that will occupy just a small corner of your display. Craft items, build up your village, and make trades while your villagers toil away, even while you take a dump or make a hot pocket. Decorate your village as it grows, and ultimately, live a happy, healthy, and productive life. The game's cute pixel aesthetic should bring a smile to your face, and who knows, you may even discover love. Still in a building mood, but would prefer to do so in the Shire? Well then how about Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game? Become the hobbit you always wanted to be as you decorate and build across Middle-earth. Meet friendly allies, customize your hobbit as you see fit, and cook up delicious food. Boil it, mash it, put it in a stew. The seasons will also change as gameplay progresses, so stay on your toes in this cute and cozy entry in the Lord of the Rings franchise. Just watch out for Gollum. I don't actually know if he's in the game. Probably? Don't let the theme of this next release fool you. Okay, this one is a bit of a bigger release for an indie list, but it seemed a bit offbeat and not like a true massively bloated AAA experience, so I thought I would include it anyways, as it feels more in that AA territory. Grounded 2 shrinks things down to size, but the world around you remains massive. In this sequel, you'll try to survive a sandbox while riding on insects referred to as buggies. Whether playing solo or in co-op, expect to do plenty of building and crafting if you hope to survive. Create an epic base on the 29th. Hopefully the game doesn't get squashed by the competition. Sorry, bad bug joke. One-click combat, huh? Well, that sounds easy enough. Day of the Shell is a tactical roguelite taking place across flooded islands. You are a monster hunter with a gun, and one click can make all of the difference. Hop across these islands, taking down foes, build the perfect playstyle to suit your needs, and see if you can survive, getting stronger with each death. I really like the idea behind this game conceptually, and the art style is just lovely. Give the link down below a single click if it looks fun to you. See what I did there? Special delivery for you and some of your online friends. Earth's in trouble and humanity has peaced out, but the world of Delivery Pals still has plenty of aliens around, and they're hungry. Control a cat courier and deliver food across a destroyed planet. DoorDash your way through dangerous terrain, cook meals, and avoid monsters in this wacky and weird indie release. There's tons of gadgets, and players will even need to manage their funds. Just don't mess up someone's order, it won't be pretty. A 2010 classic returns next in A World of Keflings from Ninja Bee. Build a cozy little kingdom full of castles and magic, compose original music, and help out a witch, apparently, in this whimsical little release. Players will naturally need to manage resources, take on a variety of quests, create buildings, and more. Looks like the game will also have online co-op, ensuring that you'll be able to save the princess alongside a few of your closest friends. This updated version of the game has been designed with modern-day mechanics in mind, meaning it should hopefully be a smooth experience. Ready for a hell of a good time? Well then, Holy Shoot will be arriving on the 30th, a quick-moving roguelite FPS with plenty of attitude. Control a mighty warrior through hellish levels where you'll need to defeat demons, avoid dangerous obstacles, and take down bosses based around the 7 deadly sins. The comic book art is pretty rad, there's tons of powers and upgrades to unlock, and while it initially is going to be a single-player experience, it looks like the plan is to add co-op in the not-too-distant future. Enter a dangerous war zone in Live Lens Bodycam, a tactical FPS that prides itself on realism. Using Unreal Engine 5, you'll take part in intense combat, all from the perspective of your bodycam. The view gives the game a very different feel from other shooters as you explore environments and unravel a deeper plot. Expect some PvE and PvP action too, and even a zombie survival mode if things get a little too real for you. Aim your sights on the 30th for this release. Strike gold on the 30th in Gold Adventure Gold on Steam the 30th. This one's coming to us from Can a Man. Whew, that's some names. A mix of colony sim, RPG, and god game, you'll build up a city, gather an epic party, and take on glorious quests in this bizarre mesh of genres. It's kinda sorta something like Cult of the Lamb, if a comparison were to be made. Assign quests, build, and watch that gold pour in. There's a pet system too, where you can apparently raise a monster. As strange as it all sounds, I have to admire the ambition behind this little indie. Fans of 90s survival horror games will want to pay close attention to Heartworm, a game that blends elements of the classic Resident Evil games Silent Hill and even a bit of Fatal Frame into one thrilling experience. Controlling Sam on a quest to find her grandfather, you'll be sucked into a supernatural mystery, battle strange entities relying on your camera, take in the epic fixed cameras and PS1-style visuals, and unravel a story that deals with love, loss, and, naturally, death. After a long road, the game will finally see the light of day on the 31st. You know what they say, good things come in small packages. Let's hope that's the case with the release of Misc, A Tiny Tale. Bag Boy and Buddy come together in this lighthearted robo-themed adventure game that's all about spreading positive vibes. The duo will need to clean up villages, help troubled bots, recycle an assortment of junk, and purchase in-game items throughout this lovely 3D platformer. I like the world being presented here as it's based on real-world objects, which makes for a really cool art style. This one will also be available right at the end of July. More robots coming at you next. Prospector is yet another resource management sim dropping this week, where you'll explore a planet using tools and a silly robot named Ophelia. Vibe out and harvest materials, build up machines, strike deals, and take in some charming pixel art. In this more chilled-out, relaxed approach to the genre, should also be a relatively stress-free experience. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. That seems to be true in Panic's Time Flies, a game that may only take an hour or two to get through. See life through the eyes of an insect, exploring a world knowing that your life could end in an instant. The game's theme of mortality is an evocative one for something that seems a little bit silly on the surface. There are a few goals throughout gameplay, or I suppose you could just sit on the windowsill and watch life pass you by. Just watch out for those Venus flytraps. Here's the one I'm sure many of you have been waiting for. An iconic franchise returns with the release of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. While Ragebound has the look of a classic entry in this series, it offers some gameplay refinements such as the ability to swap between characters and epic rage-based attacks. Coming to us from the creators of Blasphemous, this time you'll take control of Kenju Mozu, who has been trained by the legendary Ryu. Will you be able to defeat the Demon Lord once and for all? Be sure to keep it locked to I Dream of Indie Games for more coverage on this eagerly anticipated release. Many like to say stealth games are underrepresented in the indie gaming scene, so here's your opportunity to pick one up and show developers that you love this genre. Spy Drops will drop on the 31st, featuring a throwback 90s PS1 visual aesthetic that's to die for. This top-down stealth thriller has you attempting to stop a global threat, featuring a variety of infiltration-style missions across countless locations. Each mission features a random layout to keep players on guard, and there's even the option for multiplayer spy shootouts. Hopefully this mix of narrative and stealth go together like peanut butter and jelly. Fans of cheesy FMV games will love this next one. Dead Take arrives on the 31st. A psychological horror thriller set out to find your missing friend Vinny, who has mysteriously vanished after a party. The mansion he was partying in just so happens to double as a film set that hosts many secrets, including video files that need to be pieced together. It's got a sense of humor, actors like Ben Starr and Neil Newborn on the cast, and all of that FMV charm of the 80s and 90s that we love. This would make for a great stream along with a friend, or locally. It could be fun with a group too. Time for more robots, it's Mashina. This charming underground journey will have you playing as a mining robot attempting to restore a broken world. I'm head over heels in love with the stop-motion technique being implemented for this release, but also I like the idea of just digging and digging to my heart's content. There's a full 3D overworld to explore, voice performances, and even a bit of resource management to balance. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to dig into some of these missions. Have you ever dreamed of running your own cozy bar right by the lake? Do just that in Lakeside Bar, a cozy management release full of relaxing vibes and soothing jazz. Yes, this management title is quite chill, allowing you to make drinks at your leisure. You can also cook food, decorate your pad, and even hire staff. There are even a few mini-games such as darts. Another neat feature is the ability to link in your Twitch chat so that viewers can become actual guests. Very cool. Unwind with this release towards the end of the week. So many legends involved with this next release, the likes of, say, Yuzo Koshiro and the folks that brought us classics like Streets of Rage 2. Get ready for Earthion, a 16-bit shooter that will be coming to PC and console, and eventually will receive a Mega Drive version. Amazing! Battle alien nasties across 8 unique levels, and take down your foes to the epic compositions of a gaming legend. This love letter will also feature scanlines, online leaderboards, and more. The golden age of shoot-em-ups will never be forgotten. And closing out our list this week is the silly over-the-top looking release, Mr. Billion Idol Rich Tycoon. Start with zero and tap your way to riches, building business and personal relationships along the way. Work your way to private clubs, get yourself in shape, but don't blow it all now, you hear? Part clicker, part strategy game. Fun is almost a certainty. And that's going to do it for this week, folks. We hope you found some awesome indie games to add to your collection. Voice to the voiceless, and we will see you soon for more great indie gaming coverage.